Alrighty, and welcome to another tutorial on how to use the 1715 mod AI compositions that I'm going to update and release again. In this case, I have a scenario here where I have two sloops going at it. In this case, my pirate sloop right here, as well as a Royal Navy sloop that's completely AI controlled. My sloop is going to be controlled by me, so this one will be closest to the original mechanics of the Nassau 1715 mod released by Luca many years ago. Alright, I'm going to enter my scenario here. In this case, I'll start off on the yawl that's attached to the bow of the ship. And I'll go ahead and get my weapons ready just in case I do boarding action. I have dual arms and dual secondary weapon mod loaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up some extra firearms in addition to a sword. And here I have my enemy ship that's bearing on me. I'm dead in the water right now, but you can see he's moving completely AI controlled. Not subject to the mechanics of the wind, so if you think about it, the enemy AI will always have the weather gauge or the disadvantages. Alright, you can see my bow chaser AI gunner is already engaging. I'm going to put my earplugs in. I have Ace mod loaded. So that's pretty much a requirement for to get the full experience. I've set my sails here. I've done it through a trigger. There's also an action. Oof, I just got raked quite badly by his broadside. But if you look at the action menu, you can see here's the trim sail and cut sail. So that will allow you to get the most optimum trim for your sails based on your relative wind. I lost one of my larboard gunners here. I'm going to see if I can try to board this guy. Each of the guns here are from the Blackpowder mod, and that allows you to have AI engagement. That's one of the disadvantages I had with the original mod is it had to be used in an MP environment, and I don't really have a good internet connection, or a lot of people who like this kind of 18th century style warfare mod for Arma 3. So this allows you to play in a single player environment. And I'm going to see if I can board this ship and take it over as a prize. I can also sink it if I'm able to destroy enough of the guns. I've already lost two of my larboard guns here, so I'll see if I can do this without sinking first. Got myself lined up nicely here. I'm going to cut my sails and see if I can drift on, get into the bowsprit, and see if I can board her without her escaping. This one was going to be a little close. Let me get my blunder. Actually have a swivel breach gun here. And there you go. Alrighty, you can see the AI is still manning the guns, but if you look at the action menu where it says take over ship, if you engage that action, it will cause them to ditch the guns, and now I gotta engage them hand to hand, so to speak. In this case, musket to musket. I'm cheating a little bit by using a swivel barrel gun. I think I used up all my 6 shots. Alright, let me switch over to the blunderbuss and use some scatter shot on these guys before they can... Oh, got him. Alright, so got a pistol. Got you. Alright, expired all my firearms. I'm going to have to switch over to knives, see if I can get the skipper here. Alright, well I dispatched the crew and swept the deck without too much trouble. Again, having that, I forgot the name, the knock gun, so to speak. Not quite a knock gun, since it's more of a swivel breach, which actually did exist in the 18th century. Which I believe they had a version of it as far back as the 16th century. One of the Royal Navy officers decided to jump ship. Good chance to demonstrate the playable swivel gun here. So I'll see if I can get in. And unfortunately I got ball shot loaded. I'm gonna have to be super OG to see if I can give him a ball shot. Obviously I missed. Load with grape shot. How to improve the odds a little bit. But yeah, that's a quick demonstration of how to do a boarding action with the AI controlled ships. I'll release another video that will show you how you can actually get your non-playable characters to board the ship and take it as a prize. That way you can have your own AI team members here man the guns and actually sail the ship. In this case, this is actually an AI ship right now. There's a, can't really see it, but there is a yawl that's sort of hidden in the hull of this ship. And that's how the AI ship's able to sail. It's the yawl that's moving around. The sloop itself is just attached to it, as are the guns and the flags, as well as the lanterns here. If I wanted to take it over and sail it the original way, subject to the wind mechanics and all that, if you look at the menu here where it says sail ship, if I were to select that option, it will delete that yawl, and instead of moving around as a rowboat or a yawl, this will move around on the original sailing mechanics. So if you want that authentic sailing, if you intend on being the captain of the ship and sailing it yourself, that's an option. The hoist flag option, if you look at the flag here, you can see the Union Jack on top of the mast. Again, I realized in the 18th century the Royal Navy wouldn't put their main ensign on the top of the main mast. It would be usually mounted towards the stern or the gaff sail. But you know, historical accuracy is going to take a little bit of backseat here, just for practical purposes. If I put the hoist flag, what this will do is a couple of things. It will change the flag texture to whatever flag texture you put in the trigger. In this case, I put the Jolly Roger. It will also add fuel, so to speak, to the yawl. This will allow it, so if I have a AI non-playable character, I can have him mount the yawl that's hidden sort of right here. You can sort of see the driver. I'll mount it right now so you can sort of see what I mean. So you can see it's kind of hidden, but it's actually in the bowels of the ship. If your AI captain is moving, you can give him commands. In this case, I'll use the all-in-one command and control, and you can give him plotted commands so your AI guy can take over the ship. This is great in that if you wanted to take prize ships and add to your fleet, so in addition to having the ship I was on originally in this video, if I wanted to have one of my AI characters board the ship and take it over, I can actually have them sail with me, so I'll have two sloops. And that will allow me to sort of command a fleet instead of an individual ship. And when you're in the sloop, by the way, if you look at the menu, it sort of duplicates the action menu. The reason why I did this is if you have one of your AI characters commanding this boat, you can actually give your AI member action commands so that they can trim the sail. That way you're not sailing around. It's not going to trim the sail now because, as you can see, the wind's coming from the bow. Sailboats can't sail directly into the wind. I'll need probably about 50 or 60 degrees off the bow for the trim for the sails to go. Actually, let me go ahead and demonstrate this. Since I'm in a yawl and I'm not subject to the sailing mechanics or the wind, I'm actually going to sail this just like I would any other boat in Arma. So not very realistic, I know, but again, with the limitations of the engine, this will allow you to sort of mimic having a AI ship. Alright, now that's off my larboard side. I'll trim the sail again. And you can also give your AI commands to cut sail, so if you wanted to call into a port and stop your AI-controlled ships, you can have them cut the sail. If this were nighttime, you can also have them turn the lanterns off. There's two lanterns on this particular composition. There's one mounted right next to the mast, and there's another one in the cabin itself. So if you're doing a stealth mission and you don't want your lanterns on, you can give your AI captain the command to douse all the lights, so to speak. Alright, that's a quick overview of sort of a tutorial of how to use the AI ships. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'll see if I can respond. I'm kind of on and off online on my account, so I apologize if it takes a long time to respond. But I know I had a couple of people who had questions on how to use this. It is a little bit janky. It does take quite a bit of getting used to. But if you are sort of one of those people who really enjoy sort of sailing mods, I've tried to get into games like Assassin's Creed, Black Flag. I'm not even going to speak of the new Skull and Bones game that came out. A little too arcadey for my taste. Obviously, the realism here does have its limitations, but the sailing mechanics realism is way more immersive, in my opinion, than some of those quote-unquote quadruple A games. But yeah, kind of impressive considering this is a 10-year-old game. This is a community-made mod. Many thanks to the contributors from the Nassau 1715 mod, Blackpowder. Too many to list here, so my apologies. Again, I didn't create these mods. I merely put the compositions. I've kind of adjusted some of the parameters of the cannons so that it makes it a little more user friendly for the AI to engage. I know some of the compositions I released in the past, sometimes the cannons wouldn't engage. Uh, with the latest update I'm releasing as of mid-March 2024, that should address most of the issues. Not all, but I've had a lot of fun playing with it. Hopefully someone else can benefit from it as well. Ooh. Switch that real quick. All right, other than that, thanks for watching the video, and again, many thanks to all the original creators of these mods, and if you have any questions, hit me up on my Steam page or my Yahoo page. Other than that, have a good one. Happy sailing.